Yes, that's a diamond-encrusted watch.
He doesn't have a job, and the watch has been appraised at $55,000.
Police seized it all from this man, Vaughn Matthews, a.k.a. Nino Breeze.
The new face of MMG.
New face of MMG. The young legend. Future icon. Nino Breeze.
Nino Breeze, come on, man.
Nino Breeze. But I first beginning to hear about Nino Breeze's name. He was still serving time in the federal penitentiary.
I heard this with Kano.
Yeah.
Right,
he was
right,
doing fair
right,
time
right.
with Kano at the time. And Kano and another homie, they was like, boy, Nino Breeze is real. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the first 1 or 2 times I heard it, I'm like, you know, they could just be excited. Nigga done spit. He done spit a 16.
Yeah, around the homies and shit.
You know, niggas doing planks, them niggas doing push-ups. Nigga got bars on the yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at one point it got real. You know what I'm saying? And Kano was like, fat boy, this real. Homie really that dude. He really him. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no game. I'm gonna put my whole face on it. You know what I'm talking about? And I said, man, let me hear some more of his music. You know what I mean? And so when Kano came home, he felt the same way. This wasn't just niggas doing planks.
Yeah, it wasn't planks. This is for real.
Plank conversation.
Yeah,
you know
this
what I'm
is
saying?
real.
No, it's real. He really came home and was like, man, he really him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love to see this happen. He played the music, played the records. And then it was really just about, not just about his talent at that point. Was he going to come home from the feds
What's his
and
character
do
like?
what it took to really take his craft and his talent to the next level? You know what I'm saying?
Because sometimes it'd be a lot of talent, but that part be missing, right?
Yeah, you got to have the focus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all know he was a nigga that was about his money. We knew he was about his hustle. We knew he was about his paper. But could he put those ambitions to the side for his gift, for his talent? And not just for Maybach Music, but for Nino Breeze.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's bigger than Double M. This is Nino Breeze. You know what I'm saying? So when he came home, I saw he was really focused. You know what I mean? He let me know he was going to be committed, and bam, here we are.
What was it you think was the deciding factor when you was like, yo, nah, we doing this?
Nah, when he came to the crib, I just knew it was authentic. I knew it was real.
Yeah, okay.
I knew it was in his heart to get some money. He going to get some money regardless.
Yeah.
Rap shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I saw how serious and dedicated he was to the details of his gift. You know what I'm saying? When everybody around smoking, tripping, laughing, Nino gonna be in the corner thinking about shit, spins and everything else. You know what I'm saying? He one of them, you know what I mean?
His brain different.
And I love that. You know what I mean? And it just let me know he gonna be here to stay. And that's what I love more than anything.
I think the biggest thing that I get out of it is authenticity.
Better believe it.
Yeah, and that's so important in this day and age when you get so much, just kind of like cookie cutter stuff. This, that microwave rap is here for a minute, it's gone, and put up some quick numbers, and then it's gone. But nobody's really just kind of like still doing. We were talking about this right before you got. We were talking about just the art of it and how that has been lost. How important that is to us on this show. The art of it, the talent part of it. Like the real essence.
Yeah, the flows, the bounces,
you know what I'm saying,
the
Roz?
wordplay.
Come on, bro.
The message,
bro.
The production. Is it still coming together, and is it gonna really gel in 20 years from now?
Right.
Is niggas gonna still feel it?
Right. And the reality of it is, and I didn't say this to you, but I'm gonna say it to you now on some real shit. Like when I heard Type of Nigga, it wasn't like, oh, well, let me go back and listen to it one more time. Maybe I didn't hear it right, or maybe I didn't have the volume up right. Instantaneously, but I was listening to it on my iPhone. Instantaneously, I was like, yeah. But see, that's where the authenticity comes in. That's where that part comes in. It's like good dope. Good dope sell itself.
Nah, that good dope something else.
Hey, you ain't got, hey, bro, I got you on a deal. If you do this, take this one, and I give you the, bro, hey, it's gonna go regardless, fam. What you doing?
Yeah, you better believe it.
Yeah, and I think everybody in this room living by the code is pretty important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty important, everybody in this room. That's why.
That's the only way 20 years from now, you still, your face still got value.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you sell that, shit, you gonna be worthless.
And bro, that's some dope ass advice coming from you, being the businessman that you is, and people sometimes not really understanding. It's not always the money; it's about them relationships and where them relationships can take you in and out of.
You better believe it. The relationships are priceless. Everything else is valuable. You know what I mean? But relationships are priceless. Connections are priceless. We flying in for the tour tonight. We had to pull up to the hottest show in the D. Here we are.
Come on, and let's talk about the tour. Like, how's that been? How's that been? Like,
well, for me,
Yeah.
It's been beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? Just being out here rocking with Nino coming out running on stage. But for me to reflect, sit back, watch the Boosie, Plies.
Yeah.
You know, them my niggas. But to just see all the R&B niggas, you know what I'm saying? Just to see the females reacting to the R&B niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's dope. Shout out to Bow Wow. Shout out to all the young hustlers who you see still getting money, still running on stage, niggas having fun. The show's sold out. You know what I mean? This shit is real. That's what I love the most. And so every night I get off stage, when I get back, first thing I ask Nino is what it feel like to him. Because I know when I was a young nigga just reading Word Up magazine, Source magazine, whatever it was, and you saw niggas talking about they was on tour. You know what that was like for me to be a young nigga and see Bobby Brown them, we on tour.
Type, yeah.
You look back, niggas at Def Jam was on tour, and you saw Eric B. and Rakim, you saw EPMD, you see all these niggas backstage. Everybody got their leather jackets on, dapper danned up, nigga, big gold chains. To me, that was like, it was nothing nowhere I'd rather be more than some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't care. Fuck Walt Disney World, nigga.
I know that's right, bro.
Gardens,
I know that's right.
Get me backstage with them niggas, with them Dapper Dan coats. So that be, you know what I'm saying? I love to see how my brother feel being on the road with, you know what I'm saying, niggas that I know he grew up listening to Plies. I know what Plies meant to Nino Breeze coming up in St. Pete, coming up in Tampa, coming
right
up,
for the crib,
all Florida niggas, period.
Yeah.
But I know what Plies meant to him. So just to get, you know, Plies showing them love on that first night on the tour, what that felt like.
Yeah. That was a full circle moment. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the tour aspirational, because like, you got Rozay, you got Plies, Boosie, these dudes, like legends. You feel me? So it's like, that's the legacy that you want to build. And you get it head up, like seeing the reactions from city to city across the whole country that, you know what I'm saying, they've been listening to them for 10 years, 20 years. This might be their first time getting to see them.
Yeah.
You can see the excitement, you know what I'm saying? And just like seeing the connection that they got with people from state to state, that's it motivate me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little bit more attainable when you know what you work.
Facts.
So like that's kind of what it feel like.
That's a big part right there. Yes, that's a gem right there.
Oh my God,
that's
making it more realistic, making it more obtainable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like you being a young dude on the streets, shit, and you on a lawn service and you see a dude cross the street. He got 8 trucks cutting grass.
It's attainable.
He cutting the projects. He cutting the hood. It's letting you know this is a not just a possibility. But at some point, it's going to click and you're going to say, I'm going to do this.
Yep. But if we don't see nobody, it don't seem attainable. A lot of times, that's what keeps us from even getting to it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we're speaking of Millennium Tour. We keep saying 20 years. And most importantly to me, 20 years ago, Port of Miami.
Facts.
Yeah. This year, like you dropped a hood classic for us, bro. Yeah. How does that transition from 20 years to now feel?
My nigga, you know, it's just... When you creating your music, you never know the effect it'll have. You just know, okay, boy, I've been putting out mixtapes, niggas feeling it, this the album. There's no way that I could have said 20 years from now we'll still be running out on stage and every damn hustling and still shake the motherfucker.
Not just hustling, White House.
I'm talking about
everything on there.
Me? You feel me?
The whole album.
I'm just saying, you could have never told me we'll run out at the Millennium Tour 20 years later and that bitch gonna shake. Look like them hoes finna fall over 4 stairs, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it just lets you know the power of the art, of the craft. You know what I mean? I still rock fat laces, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like this shit'll never die. This shit we call hip hop, this music, this culture, this way of life, the fashion sense, this shit'll never die.
Respect,
I want that
bro.
shirt right there. Where I can find that shirt 3X at. See, that's what I mean. That's the culture.
This just happens to be a 3X.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into this record then.
So New Era 8, that's Lamar Jackson nickname. You feel me? So you know Lamar Jackson, he a Florida boy. And like the same way that like he put on for his section, and then at the same time it's like he's super clutch. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be MVP this year. He already got MVP before.
Yeah.
So it's
shout
like
out to Lamar Jackson.
The same way he secured the bag and come through for the
That's what you about to do.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
Me and mine.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's the inspiration for the track. Just got on there and popped my shit. You feel me? Like, and that's why I got like the sports analogies in there and then the visuals. And
Right.
All having a good time, cause that's how we living.
It's a Toxic Boys world premiere.
Another world premiere
On 97.9 The Beats.